Hello, friends. Welcome to Coffee Break. This is Doc Michelle Alignay. I hope that you are listening at your homes. I hope that you are well, and I hope that despite the challenges that we have, despite being here in the middle of pandemic, despite that we are still on lockdown, in spite too many things are happening all at once. I hope that you are well. I hope that you are finding joy in the little things and finding the movement of the Lord in everything. And I hope that you join me for the rest of the episode here at Coffee Break. And I have to share with you that it's the month of April. We are It's the month of April, and we are on the second year of Coffee Break. I hope that you would join me here, and I have a just a happy news to you. If you would see, there's this call, this an automatic thing. If you would see if you would see in Coffee Break, if you go through the feed, there's a star button. It's an automatically generated star that allows you to support the mission that I'm doing here in Coffee Break. Facebook made me, Michelle Alignay page, eligible to receive stars. So what do we do? So if you are willing and you know how the stars go about, it's actually supporting my cause. It's actually supporting my mission here at Coffee Break. It's not paying me, but it's your opportunity to be generous to me and to the work that I do. Either I am supporting another ministry of mine. Either it's paying for the tech or it's paying also for the people who's helped me running. I would really appreciate you sending stars, especially if you are blessed with all the Coffee Break episodes. Isn't that wonderful that we are just passing on the the culture, not just the culture, but we're passing on the cycle of generosity. I share this with you so that you can share this also to the people around you and the people that we love, and you also share with me whatever resources that you have by supporting it through the Facebook stars. And that's how the Lord works. We give something and then we give love too. Oh my God, somebody sent stars. At ikaw ang bueno mano. Thank you, my love, Mia. Okay. Love you. I love you, Mia. Okay, so this afternoon, ang gusto kong pag-usapan natin, kahapon when I was reflecting, baka nagtataka kayo, paano ko ginagawa yung pag-prepare? I really do prepare. There are days that it's just purely my reflection, but there are days that I take it out from many areas. So I would like us to talk about safety and sanity. Safety and sanity. What I mean by safety and sanity, alam nyo, itong mga nakaraang araw, the circumstances allowed us to be very afraid and fearful. Do you agree with me? Can Friends, nag-extend tayo ng another ECQ week for those of you who are here with me in Manila, and what they call the ECQ bubble. I'm in Rizal. But I would like to ask you, what have you been feeling? Last week it's Holy Week, so everything it's just a time for reflection. It's a quiet time. So parang acceptable that okay, we will stay home and stay put, and we would like to be safe and well. But I would like to ask you now, how are you feeling despite everything that's happening? Anong nararamdaman nyo? Nasaan tayo? I would like us to have that safety. Are we safe at home? And I would like us to have that sanity check. Kaya sabi ko, oh, this is a very good topic for me to explore and for me to share with you. Because when we talk about safety, safety it's about protecting from danger, protecting from harm, allowing ourselves to be away from risk and from injury. Tama? I would like you to reflect on that. Because safety is very needed. Safety, parang lahat na ng marinig natin, yan yung battle cry ngayon. I need to be safe. I need to be sound. So, personally, I think my mommy is watching. Hindi ako pumupunta sa nanay ko for us to protect each other. Hindi, we limit visitations, we limit going from one friend's house to another because we would like to keep everybody safe. Being at home, it's not necessarily that we are stuck at home, di ba? We are safe at home. But this afternoon, I would go through with you things about physical safety, and there's another word that I'll introduce to you, and that it's about psychological safety. Yan. When we say safe, I think sa mga babae, iba yung usapang safe, di ba? Lalo na sa mga married women like me, iba yung usapang safe natin. But when we talk about physical safety now in this time of COVID pandemic, what is it that we are actually sharing? What is it that we are actually talking about? And look at that. Look at this. What are the measures of safety? I know that you are here. I know that there's about 31 of you watching, but what have been your measure of physical safety, friends? Kayo mismo, tayo mismo, paano natin sinisecure yung safety ng pamilya natin? Alam ko sa Indo, marami ditong mga moms, marami ditong mga nanay na tulad ko. So how do we ensure the physical safety of the people that we love? Can you share that with me? Can you share with me kung ano yung mga practices nyo sa bahay? Do you have... I was inspired na duktungan yung talk ni Dr. Guido Lobaton on um, uh, it's like a talk that he did last Saturday in the Mall of Asia, Feast Mall of Asia Facebook page regarding the COVID-19 pandemic, what families should know. And I think it's very good for us to know again kung anong status. Pero ang gusto kong i-check ngayon, how are we ensuring our families about physical safety? Paano natin siya nagagawa? Paano natin siya implement? And 'di ba, for one thing, I'm asking the friends here, uh, one is that we go for physical safety, we go for physical distancing, or mas gusto ko yung tinatawag na physical distancing kesa sa social distancing, because social distancing, we want to be connected, that's why we have each other here at Coffee Break, because we would like to be connected to each other. So there's social distancing, and I believe another thing that we do to be physically safe is we stay home and we ensure that our house is clear. We use all the necessary sanitation protocol sa bahay. Kung ano man ang ginagamit nyo, either alcohol, kung meron kayong UV filter, or mist, or whatever you use, even the sunlight is more important. That is critical. Physical safety, isolating if needed. If somebody is sick, do we take note agad? Ay, parang mas mapakiramdam ko. Nag-isolate na ba siya? Or parang dead ma lang? Wala. Just go on with the usual flow of life. Because, now, we have to treat each other, lalo na kung meron tayong naramdaman, or meron somebody who's always out and have the chances of getting the virus. We have to treat them as COVID positive. That's the mindset that we can explore. Another thing, I like what you're saying, Joy, by making sure every member of the family is healthy and has a strong immune system. I agree with you, Joy, because aside from isolating and sanitizing, honestly, we need to support our families by good food. We need to support ourselves also with good sleep, and we need to support ourselves with exercise. The funny thing that I realized that when people are staying at home in this pandemic is that we are abusing sleep for Netflix. We are getting sleep time because we would like to indulge and overindulge in Netflix. And isn't it that it also ruins the rhythm that we need to have, especially that our sleep will be the one to restore normal functioning in our body. Another thing is that at home, alam ko marami nakaka-relate sa akin, masarap kumain. Tama ba, friend? Sino dito yung ako I really enjoy eating and preparing food for my kids, for the family. And then one thing that I realized that for the kids, my kids are 14 and 11, the best way to the teenagers' hearts right now in this pandemic, how do you treat them? You treat them with good food, something that they like. I am very strict with my kids in terms of eating our red or brown rice, uh, not limiting our intake of processed food. And I'm also very strict with them that they need to eat vegetables. But if I want to treat them, I get something that I know that they would enjoy, so that I am supporting their health by proper supplements, proper food, and we are encouraging really guys, you need to have good sleep. And another thing that we are encouraging everybody here at home is that exercise and movements. Uh, I really agree, Mia. Mas bati kami ng mga bagets ngayon kasi gusto nila niluluto ko. Yes, di ba? The best way to the kids' heart is through their stomach right now. Kaya it's important for them to move. I I really encourage my kids, guys, you need to move. You just cannot be stagnant in front of your laptops. You just cannot do whatever you like right now, but you need to move. My son, even before the ECQ, now it's ECQ, he's sad because he cannot uh, go out with his bike. My daughter, I'm encouraging to move extra because the more that we don't move, the more that our bodies will get stuck. And if our bodies are stuck, mas mahirap, di ba? Their term nga, it's I have to say this, galaw-galaw bago pumanaw. And, physical safety, it's just not sanitizing. For example, you are sanitizing the whole house. You are sanitizing your hands, everything that comes in, di ba? Ultimo resibo at pera na nawawala na yung kulay. But funny thing is that, friends, when you sanitize that, I would like to ask you, but how is your food? Are you eating good food? Are you eating nutritious food? Or kumakain ka nga ng tama, pero you take a lot of alcohol. You take you have vices and you have risky behavior, including a lot of alcohol or even cigarettes, that will lower the immune system. I'm not saying that it's bad, but what I mean is that is one thing that you're doing supporting your total well-being, because sometimes we have this tendency to justify what we're doing na ito lang naman yung luho ko eh. Ito lang naman ako. Honestly, ang luho ko, I love ice cream. I love desserts. Sabi ko, kaya ko nga nang walang rice, but I really love desserts. So that's why I choose the desserts that I eat. I choose the good ones. Hindi yung kung ano-ano lang yung gusto ko. So if I have a craving, parang I really want something sweet right now, I would just get a portion of dark chocolate that is sugar-free. So for me, it's a treat, but then I am cutting down on the other ones, which is sugar. Para pagkakain ako ng ice cream or ng masarap na cake, the kahit na the sugar there is bad, I know that I'm removing a lot of other sugar in my system. So that's how it is. So one thing affects the another, and that is the physical safety. So friends, sa mga sinabi ko, what is your takeaway here? Pero kasi papunta ako dun sa mas importante na baka hindi nyo pa naririnig. Narinig nyo na to with other people, pero ito, ang after physical safety, ano ang favorite physical safety measure mo? Ako talaga, one thing that I've noticed, I cannot not have my yoga class. Kailangan everyday meron. Pag hindi ko siya nagawa, ah, it's going to be hard for me to move and to focus the whole day. So it's something that we need to hold on to, and that is physical safety. Hindi lang yan sanitation, but it's about taking care of our physical health. The second thing that I would like, as I said earlier, this is about physical safety, and yung isa kong kailangan kumpleto kumpletong tulog. Oo, Ara, kumpletong tulog, dapat kumpleto rin ligo. Another thing that I would like you to introduce to you is psychological safety. Have you heard of the word psychological safety? If yes, ano ang tingin niyo sa psychological safety? When you hear me, even if I'm introducing this new term to you, this is a term used in workplaces and organizations and companies. So I would like to ask you, if you haven't heard of it, anong tingin nyo? Now I'm sharing that with you. Psychological safety. What is it for you? What is psychological safety? Yan. So, dyan tayo lalalim ngayon. Kasi baka hindi natin alam. So, alamin natin and how we can do it in our houses. Okay? So it's your first time to hear it. Okay, so what about psychological safety? So safety and sanity, as I said, they go together. Psychological safety, nagiging warfare si mommy pag stress. I will take it from there. And when we are stressed, I'll take it from there, my love. When we are stressed, are we able to share with the people in our house that I am stressed and I am burdened? And it's the people in the home, especially our close loved ones, yung nandyan, or kahit na kaibigan mo na medyo malayo sa'yo, are they able to be accepting? Are they able to tune in to us and to understand? Is there, do we feel that I am heard, I am understood, and I feel supported so that I feel safe? Yan, ang lalim, di ba? Psychological safety, it's a term used for the workplace, and it's okay to say that in your work, it's okay to say, it's okay to say that I am not okay right now, or I have COVID right now. I'm going through, my house is going through isolation because we have COVID in the family. So kung ikaw, nasa isang organization, is it safe to say that? Or you feel that you will be judged by your colleagues, even your boss, na, oh, you might have done something to contact that. So when I say it's a psychological safety, uh, somebody said here, no to toxic and negatron coworker. This is what psychological safety in the parameter. It's saying it's you are we are able to tell another person that I'm going through a problem, especially the people that you are in close relationship with, your significant people, your partner, your husband, your dear friends, your family. You're saying, I am anxious right now. I'm not okay anymore. How do they react? When we tell them we're not okay, how do they react? Do they say, naku, wala lang yan, huwag mo isipin yan. Naku, maraming nakasurvive sa COVID, kaya mo yan. Or do they acknowledge that, oy, I know it must be tough. I know that it's not easy. Jane, you're saying that psychological safety for me means having support system and empathy. But let me just share with you what psychological safety means. Um, in a study done in 2015, and it's a study done in Google, at Google, the Google headquarters, I mean. Ayan, biglang bumukas si Google ko. Psychological safety, it's about taking the risk on this team without feeling insecure and embarrassed. Taking the risk without being secure and embarrassed. Another thing is that it's an important factor. Psychological safety is an important factor in supporting what they call high functioning teams or high functioning organization. So there is the dependability, there is the clarity, there is meaning in what you're doing, and there's impact in an organization. But let us apply this. Friends, are we, do you feel psychologically safe with your family? Because in all honesty, sometimes we cannot even share our deepest fears, our biggest anxiety, and our deep need to be supported to the people we call family. Do you agree with me? Minsan, ang pinakamahirap kwentuhan is yung mga kasama mo sa bahay. Kasi feeling nila, eh kilala ko naman yan eh. Feeling nila, hindi, okay ka lang naman eh. Wala naman ako napansin iba. Di ba? You remember, if you remember the story of Jesus, he is not accepted in his hometown Nazareth. So, di ba, it's just like saying it's hard to preach. It's hard to be a preacher in your own hometown. I am also saying that, but that's true. So, the question here now that I'm posing to you: how do we make psychologically our family psychologically safe? How do we establish or cultivate psychological safety in our own family? Sige, kahit hindi sa lahat, because hindi natin yung kayang gawin sa buong angkan. Doon na lang tayo sa maliit. Doon na lang tayo sa nuclear family. Kung ang kasama mo sa bahay mo is yung mommy mo, and then maybe your siblings, just, not everybody, but maybe just between you and your mom, or you or your siblings, or you and your spouse, so that your kids can feel that, hey, it's okay not to be okay. And that is psychological safety. We are establishing in our families, it's It's okay not to be okay. Psychological safety is giving the persons we love, the person in our family, that unconditional acceptance na alam kong nahihirapan ka, nahihirapan din ako, pero magkaiba tayo ng sitwasyon, pero iintindihin kita at papakinggan kita. Yes, it's really hard to do it for everyone. But friends, in this trying time, this pandemic, if other people, we have personally, I personally see that we cannot just be psychologically safe with everybody. Hindi pwedeng ikwento mo lahat ng pinagdadaanan mo sa social media lamang. Mamimili tayo ng tao. Diba? I don't know if you agree with me. This is really the time that we choose the people that we disclose ourselves to. I like it, Mia. Eksakto sa sinasabi ko. I tell him to listen pag nagbe-vent out ako. I tell him na ayoko ng side comments mo ngayon. Makinig ka lang, tama. Okay. You know why the tendency to be so? Because men, they have the tendency to be solution-oriented. But women, actually, it has been find out in studies that women have feels more psychologically safe in many instances. But let me look at it. Why? Because women are more relational and emotional. We value relationships. We value, like yesterday, Mia, we were the ones chatting. Napakasimple lang ng tanong mo sa akin, di ba? But I felt psychologically safe in just, that space, the little space that we shared in Messenger. That's feeling of psychological safety. Because sometimes we just do not need somebody to make solutions for us. We want to feel safe. I want to be heard. I want to feel safe. I don't want to be judged. I don't want your comments today. I don't want you to be the superman that I know for your husband. Or I don't want, sometimes you don't need to be the superwoman. Ayoko talaga ng word na superwoman. I don't want to be tagged so. Because what we need sometimes are real people, real connection, and real emotions. I'll repeat that. There are days that we do not need solutions. We need real people, real connections, and real emotions. That's what we need. And that is the feeling of psychological safety. Psychologically safety, being psychologically safe in our families, in our home, is that it has to start with us. I would like to tell you, all of you who are viewing this live, we have the call. If you are the mother, if you are the sister, if you are the daughter, if you are the dad, if you are the leader in the house or leader elsewhere, we need. This is the time na it's hard to judge people based on how they are. It's hard to pag may sinabi na I feel this. It's especially, I'm talking about the people close to us. Iba yung usapang social media, iba yung usapang politika, hindi applicable dito yon. We're not psychologically safe right now, actually. But come to think of it, we can do something, and that's the thing. The world outside, there's just too many things beyond our control, like the COVID pandemic, the response of the government in this exasperating situation. But we can control how we become psychologically safe to our loved ones and us. Tayo mismo is my friend psychologically safe with me. Yung kaibigan ko, sinabi niya to sa akin, can I be trusted? Can I be trusted with what she's doing? Can I be trusted with can I be trusted with what they're sharing with me? Kaya importante sa atin, tayo mismo, we need to look for people that who will you think will understand. At not everyone in your newsfeed will understand. Not everyone in your newsfeed, not everyone in your home you can feel safe with. But I hope that we find that one or two or three, kung meron tayong tatlong hotline sa chat natin, pag meron tayong mga aning-aning, pag meron tayong worry, or pag meron tayong prayer request, we are blessed. I am thankful that I have those people that I can chat with, and then tell my woes. Kahit na hindi ko sabihin lahat ng detalye, but then it's very important. to have that person. Why? So that we become, it doesn't stuck with us. The blessing does not, we are blessed with people to support us, but the blessing because we would like to make the people around us psychologically safe with us. Is that clear with you? Na kahit na somebody did it to me, so I should pass the pass the blessing. I would create a psychologically safe culture for my kids and for my husband. Kahit hirap sila to open up. One, you build trust. So how can you make your family? So ang groundwork natin, friends, look for people we will be tayo na nakikinig dito as adults, psychologically safe. And number two, we need to create a safety culture. Tayo mismo. So kung nandyan nakakalat sa bahay natin ang sanitizer, lahat ng brands ng sanitizer meron tayo sa bahay, then it's important for us also to create that feeling in the house that, hey, it's okay to tell my mom that I'm upset today. And our husband telling us something na nahihirapan siya, we can be accepting if they share how they really feel. Because in all honesty, creating a safety culture allows us to have that trust in the family. It allows us also to build transparency. Ano yung transparency? Friends, we cannot be safe if there's a lot of secrets. I think tayong mga Pinoy, ang hilig natin, wag na lang munang sabihin kay ganyan, sa nanay mo, sa tatay mo. Wag mo na lang sabihin sa mga kapatid mo kasi baka magalit. But don't you know that family secrets, a lot of it, I'm not saying that it's totally 100% bad. Sometimes you withhold some information depending on the situation. But making it a solution will allow lack of transparency. Para lang yan sa SALN, 'di ba? Sa what the statement of accounts and that we should be able to be transparent, because when we're transparent, wala ako itatago sa'yo. And then I'm accountable to you. And when we do that, when we're transparent, what you see is what you get. And when that happens, it's very easy for us to feel safe. Kasi una, hindi niya ako pagtataguan kasi hindi ko siya tataguan. Di ba minsan parang, may nag-open sa akin eh, nakakahiya pag hindi ko naman kinento yung nangyari. So there you go. And then one thing that I like to share with you is that creating a safety culture in the family allows us to be vulnerable. I think I'm going to discuss vulnerability in another term. Pero friends, I love Dr. Brené Brown podcast regarding regarding vulnerability. She's an expert on this shame, vulnerability, and then I really agree with her points that without us being vulnerable, hindi makikita kung sino talaga tayo. Hindi makikita yung tunay nating emosyon at pagkatao. And that is needed in the family. That is needed in the family. We build trust, we build transparency, and we build vulnerability. When we have that culture in place in the family, it's easy for us to establish psychological safety. Mas madaling magtiwala, mas madali tayong maging open, transparency, at mas madaling maging open sa nararamdaman. Kahit na ang pangit, kahit na yung mga takot natin na parang I don't want to be judged here. I know it's gonna sound stupid. I know this might not do well, but I'm still opening it because I know I'm safe with you. And isn't that something? Friends, who among you would like to do this? Okay. So another thing. So first that you will do, look for people that you'll feel psychologically safe. The second is create your safety culture at home. And then the third one, create connections. Yan actually yung susi dito. We need to create connections. I know way back, friends, I've discussed this topic already, creating connections, but I believe na uulitin ko yan soon because it's very needed. Ang tanong ko sa inyo, how are you connecting with each family member? Hindi porke, sometimes you would say na, "Oh, wag na lang tayong magsalita para wala na lang problema. Wag ka na lang mag-share ng nararamdaman mo kasi baka hindi nila ma-take ng maayos." It might be okay, but sometimes it builds naman toxicity. Hindi porke walang nag-aaway, it doesn't mean that the family doesn't have problem. You have to remember that lack of discussion might just be the issue in itself, because it's not equivalent that if the family is not really having a misunderstanding or walang nagdidiskusyon, hindi yan ibig sabihin okay na lahat. Okay tayo. And I would like you to do this ECQ. If there is one thing that you can do other than take care of yourself, other than be psychologically safe, how do you start the culture of psychological safety in the family? Build connection. This is what we need to strengthen ourselves, to strengthen our relationship, and connect with each member. We cannot, target. Dapat sa lahat sa family, magpapa-family meeting ako, hindi natin to nagagawa. No. Connect with each family member, person to person. Kumusta ka? Ano nangyari sa'yo? Kumusta trabaho mo? Kumusta yung lessons mo, anak? So, person to person, isa-isa. We build that. We build that. It's not gonna be hard despite differences. Connections need not be just superficial. Okay lang kung yung superficial sa mga anak natin kasi minsan naman yung mga bata, depending on their level of maturity, mga usapang mababaw. Pero alam niyo minsan ang mga bata, ang sarap ng discussion, lumalalim. Lumalalim yung tanungan and it's wonderful. Pero friends, if you are a couple at ang usapan nyo ay usapang lasing, you know what I mean, right? If you are a married couple at ang usapan nyo usapan lasing lagi, usapang parang nakainom, saan patutungo ang inyong relasyon? Saan patutungo? Pag may problema, anong mangyayari? So, come to think of it and reflect about it. So, it's really important. What we call that, can I speak with you? And I just need you to listen to me. And we do that. We do that. We do that. Kaya, friends, women like me, it's important for us to know how to listen. I have to remind myself also. Because there are times that we have so many opinions and so many insights and comments about things. But the key with connection is that we park that. We park our thoughts, we park our judgment, we park our own agenda. So that the agenda here is to build connection with the person we love. Why? We want them to be safe. We want them to feel I am accepted, I am heard, I am supported. In this family, in this relationship, that is what we want. Psychological safety. If we feel safe, if there's psychological safety in place, yung physical safety, ang dali. Pero yung psychological safety starts with the letter E. Capital E, friends. It takes a lot of effort. Pero alam nyo, when we have learned to build psychological safety in our family, yung topic ko Thursday, di ba, I talk about safety and sanity. It's easy for us to support our sanity because there is already the feeling of psychological safety. And I hope, friends, that this coffee break session has helped you not just to be physically safe, but be psychologically safe because we both need it. We both need it right now. While we are still in quarantine, we are at home, too many things happening, too many demands in our personal life. We need that. You need yourself. You need to get supported. And we need to also be that safe person for someone. And I hope that this has helped you. Can you just share with me? Can you just put there in the comment section? I am safe when I. Can you put that? Can you put that? Kompletuhin niyo lang. For example, I am safe when I am listened to. Pag may nakinig sa akin, I feel safe. Can you put that in the comment section? And I am ending. Thank you, friends, for sending stars. Kinikilig ako. Thank you, friends, for sending star, for supporting the mission of Coffee Break. And I would like to announce also that if you would access Coffee Break, If you would access coffee, if you would be here in my Facebook page, you would see that we posted and we are launching today the self care and beyond session. So it's called self care and beyond session. Sorry, I need to type it. Self care and beyond session. This is an online care shop or workshop. It's happening on May 1, 2 p.m. So it's going to be 2 hours. It's an exclusive session. Yes, there is a fee, but we are on early bird until April 15th. So if you are interested in this session, malayo ang diferensya ng presyo ni early bird at saka ng full payment. So please join us. I invite you, mommies, for Mother's Day, women friends. So kung gusto nyo rin regaluhan ng something, a worthwhile experience, yung mga kaibigan nyo, yung mommy nyo, or anybody who needs to understand that self-care, it's just not me time. Self-care, it's just not spa. Self-care, it's just not Lazada treat, but they need to go self-care and beyond. This is for us, including me. This is for us, including you. We all need a dose of a holistic self-care because it's not going to be easy. The next few months, it's going to not be easy. It can be more challenging. So let's not wait for life to throw us too many concerns before we actually sit down and take care of our well-being, because self-care and beyond would answer our holistic self-care needs and what we need to learn about self-care. So please join me in this session on May 1. Please also share this to family and friends so they can get a slot. We have, I think, about 100 slots only. So please join us on May 1. And that's about coffee break for today. I hope that you'll be psychologically safe. Please put there in the comment section, I feel safe when, or I feel safe because. And thank you for joining me here in Coffee Break. Thank you for sending stars. Continue sending stars. Support to Coffee Break mission. And I hope that you will join me, more importantly, on Thursday as we talk about part 2 of not self-care, safety and sanity. God bless you all. Be safe, friends, and be sane. Thank you.